What is going on, everyone? This is Tom from Two Guys Talking Toys, and I wanted to do a quick toy ramble and take a look back at 2025. Happy New Year, by the way. It's 2026, so let's immediately take a look back. Let's narrow the scope down to 2025 Marvel Legends. Starting at 10, the Marvel Legends Man Wolf. This was I guess, I don't know if you call it a crossover. Does it count as a crossover figure with magic? I don't know, but it's Man Wolf. It's a really nice sculpt, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care about this character. I want repaints of this. Hasbro, you've got to repaint the heck out of this guy and give him to us as troop builders. Put this head on other bodies. Give us more werewolf people. I don't care, but number 10, Man Wolf. Number 9, Rachel Summers Phoenix. Finally, we can start finishing up Excalibur. And I've always liked Rachel Summers as Phoenix. I like the design of the character. I like that she's the dog of war, and just kind of the overall look. I never thought they really did as much as with this character as they should have. But it's nice to finally get a toy of her to put on the shelf and finish off that team. Number 8, Adam Warlock, a classic looking Adam Warlock. Thank you. I mean, by classic, I mean not his original appearance. That was, that kind of silly, but his more kind of 90s Infinity Gauntlet. This is the Adam Warlock that everyone really thinks about when they hear the name Adam Warlock. I know that Hasbro had made a earlier version of this Adam Warlock, and it looked okay. It has not aged all that well. It looked a little pale, if I remember correctly. It was not my favorite, so I'm glad that they took another swing at it, and I like this version much more. So, number 8, Adam Warlock. Number 7, Build-A-Figure Nemesis. Everyone has been screaming for this for the longest time, and we finally got it. And he looks awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And of course, the immediate caveat is, kind of want the Age of Apocalypse look. And I 100% agree, and I really hope that at some point Hasbro, who have gotten much more comfortable re-releasing standalone figures, standalone Build-A-Figures as single figures, man, they really need to release this in that clear yellow Age of Apocalypse look, because yes, this figure looks really good, and it's a worthy Build-A-Figure, because thank you. Build-A-Figure should be large. The days of Stiltman Build-A-Figure should never, ever happen again. But I would be all over this if they re-released him by himself in those Age of Apocalypse colors. Get on it, Hasbro. Number 6, Gamerverse Juggernaut. This is a figure that I didn't know I wanted, and then they made him, and he's honking huge, which is amazing, because I didn't think you could get much bigger. He's bigger than the Marvel Select Juggernaut, and I just did not think that was possible. I really like the Build-A-Figure Juggernaut that we got with the X-Men wave, because it's really good. They did a great job with it. This is bigger somehow, so it fits in great. It's a nice update to the character. The articulation's amazing. Great work, Hasbro. If you don't have Gamerverse Juggernaut, get him. Coming in at number 5, Marrow, who I have been waiting for years. I don't know if anyone else has also been just dying for this character to get a figure done. I've loved this character since she first appeared in X-Men. I've always wanted a nice, accurate look to her. The original Toy Biz one is much more of like her monstrous form, and it's old school Toy Biz, and we've never had a really good, really well done version of her, and we finally got that. Thank you. Number 4, Feral again. Holy cow! Thank you. Finally, Hasbro. So I think this finishes off the '90s incarnation of X-Force. How long have you been waiting for this? But Feral was another character that I don't know, I just latched onto because she looked so cool, and she's super duper 90s. What can I say? A lot of the 90s designs got me. This is also why I'm a big fan of New Warriors, but that's a whole other story. Thank you, Hasbro, for giving me a great looking Feral. The only thing that I kind of wish that they had also included was a more of a sneering face, because that was a lot of time her resting face was a sneer. So I kind of wish that that came with it. But man, the sculpting on it is great. The articulation is fantastic, and she's a great figure. So number 4 on the list, Coming in at number 3, the X-Men 97 Sentinel. I don't know how much this should maybe count towards a top 10 list, considering he was made to order. I don't know how many people were able to jump on the pre-order, and he was a little up there. He was a little pricey, and he did hit during a rough time of the year, but man, he looks amazing. He's huge. He is properly scaled with your X-Men 97 or just your X-Men, just all the Marvel Legends. He is properly scaled to them. He looks great. He's looming. He's dangerous. I like that they gave him swappable heads. Again, articulation is fantastic. And if you have a HasLab Sentinel, what a perfect excuse to have that sitting down with the Master Mold head and having these guys stomp around at his bidding. And they just fit in with all the other Sentinels. Those little smaller Sentinels that came out, the 2-packs, they look great running around with those things. I was worried that the aesthetic difference would kind of make them not look quite right if you fit them all together, but them being a more animated style doesn't really impact it all that much. They just look like a different classification of Sentinel that they was a little bit smoothed out. And since they're robots instead of people, I think that kind of works. So yeah, number 3, 97 Sentinel. We're getting down to the wire. Number 2, Gamerverse Venom. Holy cow, this figure is amazing. He's huge, which also helps, but I love the giant Venom. He fits right in. He makes sense. This is how he looks in the game. The sculpting on him is amazing. The articulation is great. The weird slobber effect that came with him I thought was hilarious and innovative. It looks all kinds of appropriately nasty when you put it in his mouth. They did a great job with this. They knocked Gamerverse Venom out of the park. And he even works as that. If you've played the old Spider-Man arcade game that came out in the 90s, he works perfectly fine with that. So you have like a little Spider-Man, you can have him fit perfectly to scale with this giant Venom. Great job on the Gamerverse Venom, Hasbro. And topping the charts at number 1 is Dragon Man. I have wanted a Dragon Man forever. It crushed me when I found out that there was a newer Toy Biz version in 2006 that I guess existed in the US for half a second and then vanished, only to be found via knockoff on AliExpress years later. I'm so glad Hasbro took the time to do him right. This was a made-to-order figure, and since I'm counting the 97 Sentinel in my top 10 list, I don't feel bad counting this one too. I could be wrong, let me know, but I think this is an all-new sculpt, and the sculpting is excellent. It really captures all the minute detailing you see in the comics. Paintwork is top-notch. I love that he comes with open wings and folded wings, because if you tried to articulate that, it would probably just be a big mess, so I'm glad they went with just making them swappable. Look, he even comes with an extra head with glasses, so you can make him smart, like he is in the comics now. Honestly, the only thing that I think this figure is lacking is a giant flame effect. But there's a lot of dragon flame effects out there, so it's not a huge deal. But I think it'd be really cool if you had something where he could just be breathing fire on whoever it is that decided to break into Ford's Freedom Plaza. If you haven't gotten Dragon Man, I can't recommend him highly enough. He's not too bad on the aftermarket right now, so run out and get my number 1 on the top 10 Marvel Legends list, Dragon Man. And that'll be it. So I hope you enjoyed this quickie toy ramble. I hope that you enjoyed the top 10 list for Marvel Legends. I want to know who's in your top 10. Let me know. What's your favorite Marvel Legend and why? And who else would you recommend? Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And until next time, take care, everybody.